All right, lesson 3.8, what we're going to be learning about is rates, ratios, and percent. So we're going to just totally take a different direction here. We're not going to be solving equations anymore. We're going to be doing something different. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is conversions. Okay, now some of you are probably already familiar with conversions, but we're going to go over them again. What you do when you have a conversion. Conversion is the easiest way for me to teach you to do this. The easiest and the fastest is you always do two fractions that are being multiplied by one another. And it's so simple, but people get this confused because they're like, I don't know what to put in the fractions, okay? Whatever they give you first, okay? Actually, I'm not even going to do it like this. I'll do it like this. Whatever they give you, 12 fluid ounces. That is your first fraction. Whatever they give you, 12, and I'm just going to put FLOZ because that's how you would abbreviate fluid ounces. Whatever they give you always goes over 1, no matter what. And that is all you need out of that statement, 12 fluid ounces. Now, what do they want me to convert it to? Cups, okay? This is my next fraction right here. They give you the information. All you got to do is put it in the right spot, okay? Obviously, with a fraction, we have a numerator and we have a denominator. So this is going to go, or each of these are going to go in one of those spots. And you've got to get it right in order for this to work out. Whatever you have up top, whatever you started out with, has to be the denominator in the second fraction. It has to be the one diagonal from it. So I say, okay, right here, I have 8 fluid ounces. So I'm going to write 8 FLOZ. And then what's the only thing I have left? 1 cup. Okay, and I'm just going to write a C there. Now, what happens, the whole reason why you got to do that is you want the fluid ounces, the label technically, to cancel out. Okay? When you do that, now it just becomes a simple problem, a multiplication problem. I just multiply my fractions straight across. 12 times 1 equals 12. 1 times 8 equals 8. Okay, and I simplify this fraction. What number can go into both of them? 4. Goes into this one 3 times, this one 2 times, which is really 1 and 1/2. And what did I convert this to? Cups. So 12 fluid ounces is 1 and 1/2 cups. Okay, let's practice it with this next one. Whatever they give you first is always going to be your first fraction. And what is that fraction always over? 1. So I'm going to do 125, and I'm just going to do SF for Swiss francs over 1. Now, you know anything that's going to be in the second fraction is right here in the parentheses. So I write my second fraction. What has to be on the bottom of this next fraction? Swiss francs. So I look, what number or what Swiss francs did they give me? 1 Swiss franc. Okay, now everything that I have left, which is $0.746, I'm just going to put a D there, is what I have left. Swiss francs. So now, again, I multiply straight across. 125 times 0.746, again, you're going to probably want to get out your calculator. 125 times 0.746 is equal to 93.25. And then on the bottom here, multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. Well, do I need to write 93.25 over 1? No, and it's US dollars. So how would I write this if it was money? $93.25. Okay, that's exactly what you do right there. That's exactly how you convert. It's always two fractions. The first fraction is over 1, and the second fraction, whatever was in the numerator of the first, has to be the denominator of the second, and I just write it just like that, and it's a simple multiplication problem. Okay, let's move on to example 2, unit rate. All unit rate is they want to find the price per item. So like if I bought 10 bag of chips for $10, I want to know how much did I spend on each bag of chips? Well, $1. You said that's really easy. Exactly, because I did 10 divided by 10. So when they want you to find the unit rate here, that's all we've got to do is divide. So if I spent $5 on 3 pair of socks, how much was it for 1 pair of socks? So I do 5 divided by 3, and I'm going to get my answer. Again, probably going to want to use your calculator. 5 divided by 3, and I spent $1, and I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth, and 67 cents per pair of socks. So for unit rate, all you got to do is divide what they've given you. So let's look at this. If you drive 75 miles in 1.5 hours, how fast did you drive per hour? So how many miles did I go per hour? Miles per hour, get it? That's speed. So I would do 75 divided by, you say, how do you divide by this fraction? Simple, let's just make it a decimal. 75 divided by 1.5. So I do 75 divided by 1.5, and I get that I was going 50 miles per hour. Unit rates always need a label, whether it's money or miles per hour or socks or whatever it is, you need to know it needs to have a label. Okay, so unit rate, all you do is take the one number that they give you, the first number they give you, and divide it by the second number that they give you. Okay, because you're trying to find out per item how much it was. Okay, last example here, finding percent. Now, the easiest way for me to tell you to do percent is percentage over 100 equals is over of. It's the easiest way to do it. Percentage over 100, because you think about it. If I were to say, I'm 60% sure it's going to rain today. Well, 60%, what is 60 out of? 100. So I always know a percentage is over 100. And then is over of is another good way to do this, okay? Now, sometimes you may not see one of the words. And whenever you don't see one of the words, you know, okay, that's a piece of information I don't have. You're always going to be missing one of these three things. You always know 100 because percent is always out of 100. But you're always going to be missing one of those things. And that's what we're going to solve to find. So let's look at this first problem here. 75%. Okay, what do I know the percent is always over? 100. So I can write 75 over 100 equals is over of. What did they give me? They gave me of. So I write 250 in of spot. Do I know what is? Nope. So I just write x. All you've got to do now is cross multiply. When we cross multiply, what we do is we just multiply diagonally. X times 100 is 100x equals, because this is a ratio, I have to have an equal sign in between them. Then I'm going to do 75 times 250. So 75 times 250 is going to be 18,750. And now all you got to do is solve your equation. So let's divide by 100. And I get x is equal to 187.5. And I know that is my answer. So 75% of 250 is 187.5. Okay, let's do this next one. Remember, percentage over 100 is over of. So let's look. Percentage is 85, so I write 85 over 100. It says of what? Do I know what of is? Nope. So my of is going to be my question mark. Is, so that goes on top, is over of, so that's 15 over x. Again, cross multiply. 85 times x is 85x equals 15 times 100 is 1,500. Divide both sides by 85 because you want to get, that x by itself. And I get x is equal to, 1,500 divided by 85 is equal to 17.65 because I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so that's exactly what you would do whenever you're finding percent. Remember this. Again, we will learn this exact same thing later on down the road whenever we get into more in-depth percentages and ratios. But if you know it now, then that's going to be very simple then. So percentage over 100 equals is over of. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do your homework, which is Tuesday night's homework. It's page 183, 5 through 9, and 11 through 18 all. So 5 through 9 is all, 11 through 18 is all. You're going to turn that in on Wednesday, which I know is a half a day of school, so you're going to turn it in and grade it. And then Miss Steinke will review with you on Wednesday because you will have a quiz on that Monday when you come back. All right?